Right.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Black Eyes.
I'm Natalia,
I'm Fatu,
also known as Rangers Gal,
also known as Fatu Sajo on Twitter.
and we're here at Kelly's.
As you can tell, I am clearly an awesome Caps fan.
I am the best Rangers fan there is, obviously. But we're here at Kelly's Bar in the East Village.
And we're here for our very first podcast. We're finally excited about it.
We talked about doing this for a while, and
Yeah.
we're actually doing it.
And I'm sure you're like, why is this awesome Caps fan and this crazy psycho Ranger fan joining forces? It's like good versus evil, but you know, actually have some fun shit to say.
Yes. And we're friends in real life.
We are until like the game starts, and
Until
I'm like,
May rolls around.
I mean, then it's like lights out. But we're not going to be your average podcast that's going to like stat you to death and tell you about this history and that. So, really excited. Like, I mean, you'll tell by our first topic when I had to message her in pure laughter when the Rangers decided to unveil that awesomely interesting photo of Kevin Shattenkirk in his attempt to go bald hair. I don't know.
Okay, so the Rangers released on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else.
Man.
A picture of Shattenkirk in his new Rangers jersey. Finally laced him up for the first time, put his jersey on at the Rangers practice facility. And the photo also unveiled his new hairdo, which is not a lot of hairdo.
I mean, the hairdo is I got my soul and my edges snatched by Matt Cullen game 2 in the playoffs. That's what that hairdo is. He literally got his edges snatched, and I guess that and the defensive talent y'all told me he had is now in New York.
Yeah, so poor Kevin's guy has a lot of a very sensitive issue that a lot of men face. I'm not knocking it. I'm being very sensitive to it, but on a purely cosmetic standpoint, I don't know why the guy doesn't just shave his whole head, and just go with it. But on a hockey standpoint, he's in New York because this is where he wants to be.
That's what he told us.
Home crowd team, and I'm very excited to have him. I think he's going to be a good fit on the team.
And I'm so surprised you're so excited because that energy, that missing piece he was supposed to be that we all agree that he wasn't, is now coming to Broadway. I think the energy he gave us in the playoffs is I'm not ready for prime time. So now what's more prime time than going on Broadway? Especially this is the team I've rooted for life, and now I'm home. I think that's going to be a disaster, and I got my tea ready.
I think Fatu here is hoping that that's what
I
happens.
mean, yes. I'm going to speak that into existence.
I think a little bit differently. I think he just never meant to be in Washington, and I really think that New York is a better fit for him. He's going to be on the top defensive pairing with Ryan McDonagh, and finally McDonagh has someone who isn't a complete idiot and actually knows how to play defense on his pairing. So I think this is good. I think he's excited. I think it's a good fit. And I'm not saying he's going to be the answer to all of the Rangers' problems because we know they have a few more holes to fill, but I think in terms of defense, I mean, they were struggling. Struggling was not the word to describe the Rangers' defense this year. It was more like I almost ruined a lot of pairs of very expensive shoes throwing them at the television because it was that bad.
It's also Hank almost got arrested for killing players type of bad.
Yeah,
I wanted him to go all the way with that. Like I was like, Hank, do it.
I mean,
smack.
I could spend the whole hour talking about all of the trials and tribulations poor Hank had to go through dealing with idiots, but
and you think that Kevin Shattenkirk is going to help this tremendously?
I mean, I think he's going to be a significant help. I really do. I mean, like if he's not, then they'll get rid of him.
See, I don't know about you, but when I am so excited about an addition to my team, that spells disaster. So I'm going to replay this loop for you when he does what I expect him to do.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, anything else you want to talk about in the Rangers offseason, or should we attempt to decipher what my team apparently did?
Well, I feel like your team's slightly more dramatic and complicated. With the Rangers, it's similar to, I feel like, what happened last year. You don't really know what to expect from them. They made some moves, they got rid of some guys. They always do this stuff, and it never appears like they have a strategy in place for like a bigger picture. I mean, Gorton's been doing the Rangers' new GM for a second year now, has been doing a little bit better on making the moves. Like Shattenkirk's contract isn't this like moronic.
He took the
95-year
hometown discount.
contract.
Wow, cry me a river.
I don't even think it's a discount. I just think that for once the Rangers didn't give him like a 100-year deal like they give everybody else, guaranteed money till they're a zillion years old. So I thought that was good.
I feel like that was you throwing shade, saying 100-year deal because we gave TJ Oshie a 100-year deal.
Well, that
Actually, 108-year deal. Keyword 8.
I think that's gonna last from 3-4 years. So
Girl.
don't worry. It won't last 100
You know.
years.
I mean, here it is. Of all the things that I'm going to cry about in the offseason, us giving TJ Oshie that contract till I'm about 72 is not one I'm going to cry about.
Well,
I'm not
I mean,
upset.
It's part of the reason why you guys don't have Mojo anymore,
I mean, yes.
because they couldn't afford to keep him.
I mean, I don't even want to call our off-season moves because we just, like, purged. Like, we hemorrhaged everything. And I wasn't ready to talk about Mojo because I'm still wiping tears from that. Like, that really broke my heart. He was, like, one of 3 jerseys I was considering buying, and he's now a New Jersey Devil. Like, what in the... Yeah.
I mean, that I don't like, because I mean, who likes the Devils? I hate the Devils. I mean, you don't hate the Devils as much as Rangers fans hate the Devils.
And they don't, yeah.
But, like, that's just weird. You know, speaking of the Devils, I just want to touch on this briefly. I feel like they're going to be oddly competitive this
Oh,
year.
I think they are.
And it's going
I
to
think they're going to be competitive.
Yeah, but, like, I don't like it. I mean, we can move on to another topic.
I
but
mean, so this is how I'll end this with the Caps off season. So I want to let you. It might be a slight hot take, guys, but guys, the Caps are not winning the President's Trophy this year. We're definitely going to be middle of the road, and I think that is going to work out best. Us being the darlings, us breaking records and winning President's Trophies have gotten us bounced in the second round.
yeah.
So I'm excited, shockingly, to see how they battle this year, because I think this is actually going to help them out.
Well, would you consider now that TJ Oshie is going to be in Washington forever to buy one of these beautiful new Adidas jerseys? And I mean that sarcastic.
I mean, in beautiful, you mean those
Ugly and cheap?
those sharp like shoulders? Like, no.
It's so ugly.
Why?
Like this is yet again the NHL's attempt to fix something that does not need to be fixed. Like
Just like how they fixed the playoff seating. This is how
and a million other things.
That's how the jerseys look like how the seating looks.
Yeah, it looks cheap and forced and ugly.
And I mean, it's like I still am not convinced they're done like designing the jerseys.
Well, because it doesn't look like anything drastically different, but at the same time, the quality of it looks cheap. That literally, and I keep saying that, but that's the first word that came to my head, is like, this looks like some thin, like cheap, like a fake jersey, you know, like not like a real jersey.
Yeah, like something I sewed and I don't sew. Like,
yeah, and maybe I'm dating myself a little bit, but like I still think of like CCM starter jerseys, like those are like the jerseys, not this like aerodynamic, I don't even know what the fuck it is, like kind of jersey. It's cheap.
So you're saying you're not going to buy the cheap new Shattenkirk jersey?
No, I actually, and for the record, I do not own any jerseys with anybody's name on it.
I mean, she's the black and black ice, in case you were wondering.
Clearly, I dress like a ninja all the time, so.
Even in 98-degree weather.
Right, that's true. But I have one home jersey, I have one away jersey that I've had my whole life. For like 20 years I've had them, and I've never gotten any other jerseys. And that's the only person, current Ranger, that I would ever get on my jersey is Lundqvist.
Shocker.
But that's the only.
I mean, he's the only one who performs.
If I'm gonna wait 20 years and put somebody's name on it, that's
he's the only one who performs.
Yeah. But
yeah, but you know who I think would look good in the new jerseys? Definitely Tom Wilson. I mean, he might change my mind.
That is think Tom Wilson looks good in anything.
Yeah, so Adidas, that's
or nothing.
If Tom Wilson looks awful in the new jerseys, that's a sentiment to how awful the new jerseys look. And you know what? I think we gave these New Jerseys more time than they deserve.
I know, because they're just ugly. But let's talk about another fun topic of the day that I just learned about. And
Sure.
it is Sidney Crosby's personal introduction to Twitter. And he tried to do it on the fly, too. And I'm not sure if everybody caught that today, but Sidney Crosby tweeted as himself from his foundation.
You definitely let me know that. And I was like, is this a joke? Like,
No,
Sidney,
he did it on the slide.
Sidney Crosby, who's like, I don't know who likes him, and then you're going to subject yourself to what Twitter is?
Yeah, I did. That was like the most foolish thing you can do. Like, he is the Cersei Lannister of the NHL. You know, like on the show. I mean, you don't Game of Thrones, but everybody else does. I'm assuming. And you know, like there's a line in the show where they say like all the world hates a Lannister. Like all the NHL fans hate a Penguins fan, and there's nobody more hated.
But
Sidney Crosby.
I'm just going to say it took her, she had to explain that fully for me to understand who that was. I was like, was that a hockey player like in the 50s? I mean, I'm a Caps and a Redskins fan. I don't need another soap opera in my life. My sports life is enough for me. Like, it's too much drama.
I was just briefly about Game of Thrones. I was late to Game of Thrones and then ended up loving it. And it is such as the best scheming show ever. But I remember like thinking about Crosby, and I was like, I just feel like him and Cersei Lannister could be the same person.
I mean, part of me feels like I don't know if he's gonna actually comprehend all of the hate that he's going to get.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, so he's gonna get massacred on Twitter.
But I think it's a mess and a half, and I think that his manager is an idiot for allowing him to tweet.
Very dumb.
Like, why subject your great hockey player? Well, you know what? Maybe his manager is a Caps or Rangers fan. Maybe it's to get in his head.
Well, and maybe if he's actually on Twitter, we can get some player-to-player tweets like PK.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of great tweets and great all-around players and people, like, is anybody having more fun than PK?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not.
I mean, he's a joy and a pleasure. I as much as, I mean, of course I'd love Ovi to be the face of hockey, but since he isn't, I would totally be okay with PK being the face of hockey.
I mean, the guy, he's at the ESPYs,
having more fun than anybody else.
Yeah, he's sitting there at the like All England Tennis Club in a full white outfit watching tennis.
I mean, Sidney Crosby tried to concuss the fun out of him, and he still couldn't. Like, what an awesome. And, you know, other than the fact that, of course, both her and I, we do come together to hate the Penguins. Of course, we wanted Nashville to win. And
do you think they can do it again?
I feel really. I said that they were going to go all the way this past year, and I was right. I feel bad saying that I don't see that at all. That was such magic and destiny, and they were riding a wave and stayed with momentum that I don't think that's repeated.
I agree. I mean, like, they're going to have their core guys still next year, so, I mean, technically it could happen. I just don't think it will. That's my gut opinion. I just don't think it's going to happen again for them, but you never know.
I mean, what I really would, well, I guess if we're talking about repeats, God, do we see that happening for the Penguins?
Yeah. I mean, I think out of the East, you have to put them in the conversation as much as I hate it, because they are Stanley Cup champs. They lost a couple guys in the offseason, but they still have their core group together. Letang will be back next season too. So
yeah, I mean, they won with like nobody's, like with everybody injured. So you'd be an idiot not to say that they, you know, that the three-peat is possible. But I'm gonna say it's not, because everything is set for them to do it. The Caps got worse. The Rangers, I guess, stayed, or who knows?
Who knows?
They're proven champions, so everything is for them to three-peat, except the fact that the Caps are not going to get the President's Trophy. I'm going to say that the Penguins are, and we see what the President's Trophy does.
Yeah, they might. So who do you think out of the West is going to come out strong?
So I'm just going to, and this is my hot take, so hot take. I remember when I was so excited when LA and Chicago got bounced early, because I'm like, everything's ready for the Caps to finally do this. And then, you know, we did what we do and left in the second round. So I say let's go back. Let's make hockey great again. Let's get LA or Chicago back in the Western. And I'm ready for the Caps to go against that.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
down for that.
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know you would like
It's
that.
been a long time.
But I most certainly would not like that. And I could do without LA in general. And
Somebody's butt hurts still. Salty.
I am.
Martinez.
Salty,
Justin Williams.
Salty, very salty. And I will always be salty.
Jonathan Quick.
I hate them. But I don't know what's going to happen in the West. Like, Chicago's got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
San Jose is old and
slow
and never does what they're supposed to. LA, I mean, like, honestly, you could just, like, that, like, small piece of California could break off into the
Are
ocean.
they hockey fans? Are Kings fans really hockey? Like, seriously.
There's like 5 of them.
You guys tried to ask if Nashville are hockey fans, and I've been there before. Yes, they're hockey fans. LA, I'm calling bullshit on that. So do they deserve to probably go back? No, but I'm just trying to put every scenario that helps my Caps go. So I'm just putting that hot take out there.
And you know, I'm just hoping that doesn't happen, but we shall see this year.
I mean, that's the good part. I mean, everybody keeps tweeting at me, is October here yet? And my birthday month also is October. This might be the first time in a while that, it can take a while for October to come. I'm okay with that because I'm still a little hurt. Though I'm interested to see how the Caps deal with this quote-unquote window is closed, adversity, nobody on defense.
Yeah, we'll see.
I am strangely interested in that. I'm happy to enjoy the summer and not have October come because I think I still have heartburn from whatever the hell happened to Game 7.
I'm ready for hockey season again. I feel like hockey off season for me is like a perpetual like winter is coming from Game of Thrones. Like everyone keeps like let it come already. I need it to come because this is boring. All we have is baseball, and that's not. I mean, the middle of summer baseball is not fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Actually, never mind. Hockey come back because I'm mad at my Washington professional football team and what they did not do to Kirk Cousins. Lock him up. He's also number 8. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, that's
so
how
maybe hockey.
You know that we need hockey.
Then maybe I do need this distraction. So I mean, I guess we already said like we feel like Pittsburgh is gonna like three-peat, so therefore we agree that they are the best in the Metro. Oh.
Well, I mean, we'll have more to talk about, I'm sure, next week.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about talk in the Metro, I am interested to see them now that they don't have their Stanley Cup winning backup goalie, because I'm convinced Matt Murray has not been tested and he is not the business. I mean, he's good. He is a winner. He has won them in big games, no hate, but I don't think he's been tested.
Yeah, I mean, I've said for a long time that I still don't necessarily 100% buy what Matt Murray is selling because of the situation he was in and the team he was on, and having Fleury is there to pick up the slack when he was injured and a lot of other things. But I am interested to see how he's going to play now that the situation's a little different, because all I heard was people comparing him to like NHL legends like Patrick Roy and Martin Brodeur. As much as I hate that.
See, Pens fans, this is why people don't like you. Y'all really did that? Like, are y'all serious? Come on.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like, you can say that he's your god and he's awesome without, like, being silly. Like, come on.
Yeah. First.
Also, I mean, if I'm you guys, I am worried that your boy Flower, who won you the Caps series, we didn't help. Well, Shattenkirk helped y'all, but I am interested to see now that Murray does not have the security blanket, because not only is he like injury prone, his little thug team members like Malkin like to injure him during games. So I'm interested to see, how this is going to work without having your security blanket as, as your goalie. So
Same here. But we'll have a lot to talk about. Hopefully this upcoming season, and I had fun doing our first podcast.
I did too, and I didn't kill you. I mean, so guys,
Nobody got murdered.
So like I said, we are lovely fans. We're not going to stat you to death. You can follow us on Twitter right here.
Rangers Gal.
This is what you're going to expect, especially as it's going to get much more juicier, much more violent as the season comes. Come May, one of us might not be alive. So
you never know. Anything can happen.
Once again, we want to give a shout out to Kelly's for hosting us and hosting the NYC Caps crew, allowing us to be hooligans, keeping the Pinot on deck. I don't thank them for allowing Natalia here all the time, but that's another story.
You guys always seem to forget that you're in the wrong city to be saying that.
We're taking over New York. Taking over
city.
New York. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back. Love you all.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Oh, shit. You notice the theme song to what I would imagine I'd play when Orpik's not on this team? Don't you come back no more, no more.
That's how I feel
no
about
more.
Nash. Unfortunately, that idiot's not going anywhere. All right.
Yeah, if I get misery, you deserve misery.
Natalia, speak up just a little bit more.
Okay.
If only it's not that we're not picking you up, it's more that just the volume difference between the two
us
of you.
two?
Are you trying to say I'm loud?
Look, you're not in the business.
Or I'm too quiet.
So.
I don't know why y'all thought I was being serious. God damn it. Okay. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Black Ice.